Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Today I wanted to talk about the idea of this conflict in giving us so many choices kind of creates so much confusion. We don't really know exactly what we want and we start to grasp at everything, but we can't hold anything. We can't actually keep it near us. We'll grab something, it'll fly away, grab another thing, it'll fly away. We can't keep anything to ourselves. And it's mind numbing. More choices should feel like more freedom, like we're allowed to do whatever we want, but it often creates more anxiety of like, what do we exactly want to do? Like, do I actually truly want this? Like we try to find that idea of the perfect thing we want to do. And so when something doesn't work out and we don't end up pushing further into it, we just throw it away and then we find something else and it's like, oh, this is fun, this is nice. And then the more you try to like get into it and you get bored of it, or you either get, it's too complicated, too complex when you get deep into it. And so you throw that away and then it's just this game of like trying to find the perfect thing. This happens with relationships as well, not just finding something to do like a dream or a job or whatever. It can be relationships, it can be jobs, it can be, it can be so many different things. We don't often enjoy the choice, enjoy the journey of learning it and, taking it for granted. We just try to chase this perfectionism and it's not healthy. That's why they say comparison is the thief of joy, right? Like the idea that something else could be more perfect, we chase that, like even though it's not true, there will never be anything that's perfect. We just keep chasing this feeling and chasing it and chasing and chasing it. And we don't get to keep anything anymore. It's just like if you have something and there are problems with it, you're just going to throw it away instead of trying to, repair it, trying to work on things, trying to, go into it further and see if you truly like it, kind of thing. Now we're just going to try to find something else. And it's just, that's why the dating apps and all those things are so unhealthy, because they psychologically are chasing that perfection, which will never be achieved, never ever. And the fact that there's like 8 billion people in this world, it will never be done. You'll never date everyone in this world. So the fact that there will be someone perfect out there, you'll keep on chasing it. And so you'll chase and chase and chase until the conveyor belt ends. You just, you give out, whatever. So stopping that and realizing it early is a more healthier lifestyle. That's why I'm trying to talk to you about it, because I kind of think it's very important to realize. It's the act of like, there's not that much supply left. The idea that there's like, you hold this thing and it's like there's only 100 of these and I have one of them. It's like, oh my god, it's so special. It makes it more valuable. It encourages you to keep it, kind of thing, right? But if there's like 8 billion of them, now it's like me holding this golden statue. Probably now the idea of gold is not as valuable because now everyone has it. It's like, oh, okay, well, this gold is kind of useless. Like, I mean, 8 billion people have it, so like, why should I care if I have it as well, right? So you're like, oh, this golden statue, I don't really like it. Let me find this golden thing, this other golden thing, this golden ingot. Oh, this is nice. Oh, like you try to chase the most perfect thing, and in reality, you have to enjoy what you have, the shape of the golden ingot, the date that it was made, all these things, like the carving, the story behind it, that kind of thing, right? You don't just enjoy it because there's so much supply out there. It's not about that, right? It makes it numbing, and it makes it like the more that supply there is, the more less inclined you are to appreciate it. I feel like true contentment and true happiness and what you have is not, it's not derived from having it all, having it all to yourself. It's about appreciating what you already have. And that's kind of the most biggest problem, is that everyone's chasing this thing, and when they achieve it, the biggest problem is when they achieve it, they're like, what? I don't I don't feel truly happy. I don't feel truly like good. I don't feel like my life has improved drastically, right? That's why there's so much like body dysmorphia in terms of the gym, right? Because they try to chase this physique that's not possible without steroids or, some sort of body enhancer, whatever it is the case may be. But even if they achieve it, it's just now there's a ladder. There's like, where's the staircase going now? Where's the next biggest thing, right? Like there's always a chasing factor. The fact that you have to enjoy the journey is so important. I feel like a lot of people don't understand and truly grasp at. I feel like people can say that they enjoy the journey or whatever, and like, oh yeah, like do as I say, not as I do, kind of thing, right? Like, but it's so important to actually truly enjoy yourself. Like, you don't have to like yap to other people and be like, yeah, I actually truly enjoy it, yeah, whatever. And then in deep inside, you're just lying to yourself. You're losing to yourself. That's the only thing. Like, you're not beating yourself by lying to yourself. So you have to truly make yourself love the journey. There's nothing wrong with changing your career or whatever it may be. Like, but I feel like commitment towards something, at least hold something dear to you, because or else you won't have any, personality. You won't have any identity. You don't have this. You don't have you won't be able to keep anything, and you'll have this crisis of like, what's wrong with me? Why am I throwing everything away? Like, you have to be able to keep something dear that's important to you, near you, and learn about it, like actually involve yourself in it. Some things that you can't change, for example, your culture, like even if you don't agree with like the religious background, whatever it may be, like, try to understand it, try to, like where you're from, where your background, like, where you were born, try to, like, that's why history is so important, right? Because you can't choose where you're from. That's the one thing that you can't choose, is that you can't choose where you were born. You can't choose your, like where what your race, your like, you have to be able to, actually, that's the one thing you can't change, and you need to learn about it and evolve yourself around it, and like understand it, because it's something that in the concept of this video, you can't choose it now, so it makes it more valuable. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I just kind of wanted to talk about it because I feel like in a life where, like, I feel like a lot of people that are going through, they're done high school and they're trying to choose something for college and commit to it, they can't. They just often can't. They feel like there's so many choices out there and it's so hard. Or for example, dating life, like they try to chase this perfection and it's just not true. You can't find the most perfect person out there. And it just, you lose like the sense of value. You lose all these like enjoyable memories that you could have had because your brain is chasing this idea of perfection, and it's not real. Yeah, but that's pretty much it in today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I appreciate every comment, like, subscribe, all those things. We are growing like crazy. It makes it like, I feel so happy about the progress we've been having like all these past few days. It's been crazy, and yeah, much love as always, and I'll see you in the next one.